Uh-huh. Dark is the night and the moon shining bright. This cat from the slum had a mind that wasn't dumb. Can't be like the rest is the most he'll confess. But the time is running out and there's no happiness. Oh, Wilson fly. He gonna make perfection by and by. And if he lose, don't ask no questions why. Only game he know is do or die. Ah ha ha. Game he plays for keeps. Hustling towns and ghetto streets, trying to get over. Trying to get over. That's what he's trying to do, y'all. Taking all that he can take. Gambling with the odds of fate, trying to get old. Dun, 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 trying to get old. Dun, 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 dun. Hi, Princess A and Prima Wanda and Marsha Jackson. Okay, whole grain. Hi, Almond Brown, lovely one. Hi, y'all. Y'all welcome to come on. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can put this thing in here in case somebody want to come on and talk about the issues of today. Let's see. I got the copy. Hold on. Copy. I think it's how you do it. Mm-hmm. Taking all that he can take. Gambling with the odds of fate. Hi, Treecey. Treecey, don't get mad at me now. I got to discuss something that involves you. Now, we ain't coming for you because we love you over here. But we want to discuss something that I find so repulsive. Okay, he ain't the only thing we're going to talk about today, though. First, I don't know if I'm tripping or what, but did I see a video this morning put on by 5-8 about 2019, a recap of the events of 2019? I went back to it, I think about an hour and a half later to a rebuttal, and it was gone. So did 5-8 post a video today recapping the events of 2019 in the beef sector? And did this video feature what's BS? Did I imagine it? Because sometimes you'll click on something and you're not realizing that it's an old video that's been up for 3 or 4 years. I could not find the video. It seemed like it was posted today and taken down today. Well, I want to comment on that first, because first of all, it is wrong. If that video does exist, it should stay down. I don't know if someone advised her to take it down. It seemed like she had put a few minutes into creating it, but it is wrong to keep bothering that woman. Now, I'm not a fan of BS. I thought some of the things she did were wrong. They were kind of low down. I resented what she tried to do to me. But at the same time, this woman is in a form of parole, really, to stay off YouTube for 2 years. Now, to go on and egg her on by posting videos about her after she's been gone for well over a year and a half, she's approaching the time they might let her off. Sometimes when you're on a regular parole, they can let you off early. Good behavior, you haven't been on here. But it is wrong to egg these people on by coming on here talking shit about them, using their image, using their voice, right? It's like you're throwing it in their face. You're daring them to respond. That's wrong, honey. Somebody doing their time, let them do it. So I haven't figured that one out yet. We'll get back to that one. How y'all doing today? Okay, next thing I saw. Oh, first let me say this. I've been writing all morning, right? So it's wonderful that I've been able to finish a book and then within a month start a new book. That's how it has to go. That's how I got stuck for almost 4 years, 3.5 years. I was blocked because I made the mistake of taking a long time in between books. So it's best to, especially if you're writing a series, to just go while you're still familiar with the story and whatever. So we're 3 pages in, over since yesterday. You may think 3 pages ain't no big deal, but them first pages. So we're writing a sequel to Murder in the Beef Sector. So y'all make sure y'all go ahead and read that, because a sequel will be here. This one took 6 months, so I don't know. I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't even know exactly what it's about. I know the working title is Avatar. Now I realize there's a movie called Avatar, right? A big Steven Spielberg spectacular or something. So the name will probably change. The name generally changes by the time you're at the end of the book. But that's the working title, Avatar. So we don't know if it's going to be a love story or somebody going to get killed, or I think the last book had over a dozen murders, honey. So we'll see. But be prepared for that. What was the next thing? Y'all still here? How y'all doing? How everybody doing? So next thing I see is some guy over there. Treecey, god damn. Hi, okay. I don't know. I don't watch her. Treecey, you're all up in here, baby. She made members only. Okay. She made it members only, Tim. Okay. What happened? What's going on? What's members only? No, I didn't push chat. I didn't push the damn, Lord have mercy. I didn't press it. That was my fault. It ain't no members only. If anybody want to talk, we can talk. So there's a young man on here who I just recently became aware of. I don't know how we can exist on this thing, all covering the same stories and the same people, and not be aware of people for years. They've been on here a long time. This guy, what's his name? Brian, spelled with 4 I's. I went on there and he just going completely off. I said, oh no, what's the problem? Of course, anytime the title includes Jay Wilson, wait a minute. Jay Wilson, I'm going to be interested in it, right? Because I love to see people cuss him out. So I mosey on over there, and this dude is letting Jay Wilson have it, right? He's trying, since he's in his chat, to talk about other things, but Wilson, of course, keeps interjecting. I don't know why that boy can't let nobody talk. But it seems to me that every time they get right to the point where someone brings up Treecey-Gate, which will be the situation where I know they are friendly now and all this kind of stuff, but that situation where he was actually stalking her, I think that falls under the definition of stalking. When you're driving by people's houses, you're driving around their neighborhood, you're bringing people to their house and showing them where they live. She lived right there, right there. That's where she lived, right there. Even though that's not making the address public, it is certainly making it public to people who are riding with you. I mean, all they got to do is look out the window and there's the address, right? Anyway, it seems like he let that man cuss out everybody. That man was cussing out the damn subscribers, right? Until he started hollering about some of Jay Wilson's transgressions. Apparently, let me see. Apparently, the situation was at some point Wilson referred to him as gutter. He's a gutter person or something like that. Whatever he said, he took it personally, right? Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. We got a couple things we got to cover first. Before we even got to there, to what allegedly is saying. What allegedly saying? Allegedly, okay. Somebody said, okay, allegedly. You asked about the video 5 posted. It is members only. Oh, that is members only now. Oh, okay. That explains it. Thank you, allegedly. So it was a video made today or posted today, and then she made it private or members only. Is private the same thing as members only? Oh, I guess members only, you got to pay for it. Okay. That's how you're getting your money. Okay. Yeah, it's wrong. Leave that woman alone. Let her do her time, honey. I mean, if you are sitting up here making videos about her face is all over the internet again, girl. You heard images, her voice, her arguments, everything she ever done. That is egging her on. That is challenging that woman because she has some people I'm sure she communicates with. They tell her what's going on. I don't know that the court came and took her computer out of her house. I very seriously doubt that. More than likely, she can still watch what's going on, even though she's not participating, right? So she still knows what's going on here, right? So you are interrupting her doing her 2 years by doing that, by challenging her like that. It was just recently when the Fire Monster, she made a video called my sister, the snake that called me sis. Y'all remember the documentary? She used a VS image all up in that. That's what she opened it up with, child. So that part, that's wrong, right? So it'll probably stay private. Or did she just give us a teaser and try to get people to go over there and join membership? They got all kind of tricks. They got all the kind of tricks to get people to sign up for these damn memberships. They got what's the other thing? Zoom, Patreon, and then they want you to sign up for the members only. So that was what you call a teaser, right? Okay. Now, am I set up where now I can actually invite people in here? Treecey, you want to come on? We never been together on here. I promise you, I'm not going to put you on Front Street where you have to be worrying about me causing trouble between you and that boy. But it's essentially, I do want to talk about that story though. Right. Fire ain't gonna be happy until her eyes. Well, she gonna push until one of these people actually kick her in the ass. I mean, I don't know. I mean, y'all talking about it, woman to woman. See, men don't have that. We can't be getting involved with these women. She basically do whatever she wants to us, right? And then challenge us, if we ever try to come at her. But a woman can go and walk on. Hey, there you are. Add to stream. Oh, I'm on with Treecey-Gate. Hi, Treecey. What happened? Oh, shit. Where you go? Ah, dog it. Come back. Did I do something wrong? What happened? Treecey, what happened? You came on for a second and then you went off. Did I touch the wrong? I'm using this pad thing, right? Okay. Let's do it again.
Yeah. Hey, Uncle Tim, how you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I said, whose channel have I shut down? I was like, I haven't done nothing.
Right. Well, I'm using this pad thing with Apple. It's not a mouse, right? So sometimes I hit the wrong thing.
Oh, okay. Hey, everybody. I'm doing good. I've been working. I've been up all night working with my videos, because I'm trying to get those out. And it's just, it kind of helps you because it's funny. So you get a chance to get away from the beef, but not really. But it's just funny because you can make it into comedy. But Brian's upset today.
The editing, you mean?
Yeah, the GIF comments or the GIF emojis. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you doing it yourself?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're accusing you of having help, which ain't nothing wrong with having help.
I don't know why people are so ridiculous. Who is staying over here 24/7 to help me with that? It's not that hard. I mean, why is it that hard? The only person that said that was Clipper the Hair, which he's a fat idiot and he's mad at me or whatever because he's been stalking from the beginning of time. But that's the only one. There's no needing of help for anything. I just did it. Thank God. I just did it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, you'll get better and better at it if you enjoy doing it.
Yeah, that's what they say. I'm getting better. I was like, oh, it's fun though. It really is.
Right, right.
So how are you doing, Uncle Tim?
I'm okay.
You got the stream you were going
on. Well, this is one of my. I think it's my third stream.
Oh, good. Okay.
I'm trying to learn something new too. But what bothers me about the situation is, I'm trying to think of how to do this exactly. But it seems like every time Wilson gets somebody on that page, first of all, they can't talk. But when they do, when they get to the level where they're cussing him out, kind of thing. He allows them to cuss and talk loud and all this kind of until they mention the situation with the original Treecey-Gate or the situation where he was driving. People are still they haven't come to peace with that because he won't take responsibility. All he'll say is, oh, it was messy, but he wasn't doxing.
Well, I mean, I think people just want us to be fighting or whatever. Some people do. But I think with today, I don't know what was going on, but all of a sudden, the chat, we were shocked because I didn't know where, Brian started out real nice. And then all of a sudden, Jay Wilson doesn't like the aggressiveness. And so he was aggressive on there. And I don't know if that did it or what, but he did mention he was smoking. I like Brian. I don't know what he was smoking or whatever, but I'm like,
Right.
I don't know what happened. It just went south. I was like, oh my God, like it was a lot. And so I
Right.
had to get my video in. I said, what is going on in the world? So that now, and I'm over it. Like whatever happened before, happened before. Like I said, I personally would not, I don't have a need to drive by people's house. And all the time that me and Jay Wilson was beefing, I did not, there was no need for me to drive by his home. There was no need for me to go stalk him. There was no need for me to do any of that. It's not necessary. So it was just, it was shocking, but I mean, we were in battle at that time. We're in battle. So I get it. Like, I forgive it and I put it behind me. But some people, for whatever reason, they just still want to throw it up to him. I don't know why, but they do.
So you actually like him now? Well, you liked him before, right? Before you guys fell out. You were already.
You're so crazy. Yes.
I mean, it's hard to be.
I adore him. He's so funny.
He's
yes.
funny?
Yes.
Okay, I don't see the humor, but he says he's funny. He's
hilarious.
Everybody, oh, they're not funny. Oh, they're not fun. That you assuming that you are. So you find him amusing. So sort of like a clown.
No, I find him like it's funny the comments he makes because it's shade and it's so funny. Like when he's, like the way he puts things or his gestures is just hilarious to me. Just
Right.
like you have your way of being funny and it's hilarious. And I'm just like, y'all. And then when y'all be cutting up, I'm like, they are both cutting up. I'm like, what do we do now?
But I only enjoy it when he's getting cussed out though. So why the numbers start going up 500, 550, 600, and then he cuts it off. He blocks the people, I said, but that's the fun part. We love when people talk about him. It's like, remember when you had the circus and there would be a guy on this thing and then there would be a pool under him and everybody would take pleasure at just throwing and see if they can knock him down. If they hit this bell, then he would fall down in the water.
Yeah.
It's that kind of effect. We enjoy him being flogged.
You were so. The thing is, I think that y'all will never get along because y'all have never gotten along. It's just two different personalities.
Completely, absolutely. Well, he's a square. He's a square.
Well,
you shouldn't try to make.
You can't even be cordial. You can't even be cordial. I think that y'all could never. And I was surprised when y'all actually went over there. When y'all went out of town and y'all were talking to each other and everything. I was like, wow. I was surprised at that.
No, the cameraman came over. Remember, this is all being filmed, right? So people just randomly start talking. The people said, "Will you go over there and have a word with Jay Wilson?" And they filmed it.
Okay.
I believe that the whole premises of those get-togethers they were doing is that they want to present that these people had been at battle. I think they're going to probably try to use clips at battle for all this time, right? And so they all came together in this situation. And now look what we have done. This is the show. Now we have mended all these. They wanted to show us talking to each other. Like they had done something that mended the situation, right? So I was in the game. I said, I can talk to anybody. I'm calmed down now, There was never any love lost there.
Yeah, but that is the longest show that I have ever seen going on for 2 years. I mean, these people have went to LA, came back, they filmed from Bigo. I mean, there's a lot going on. And I'm like, that's not a show. There's no budget there. There's no nothing. It's weird.
Oh, you mean the show?
Yeah.
Well, what are they doing in a different country now? I'm trying to figure that out because apparently D. Ramsey.
They're in a different country. I don't believe them. What country do they claim to be in?
Is it Dubai? They were talking about Dubai. They're keeping it in secret. They're keeping it in secret, right? All the waiters and people.
With no job? Oh my God. Sean Bradley is not in no damn Dubai unless D. Ramsey has some freaking flyer miles with him.
Well, they came, they did the Vegas thing, right? And they were only home for a few days.
You know why he does that, right? You know why he does that? He's made money off of that. That's why he does that. If you notice, he schedules his vacations. When he goes to Vegas, he schedules a vacation right after to go somewhere out of the country. Okay, because he's already made money off of them. So that's how he pays for that. That's why he had that timeshare thing before. This is why he didn't tell anybody else that he was going. He didn't want nobody else to go. Everything was so secretive because he makes money when he does that.
Right.
And these women are so dumb. They're just like, oh, okay, I'm going to go. I'll pay $300 to go see Sean Bradley or whatever. I'm like, what are you getting? You're getting a barbecue at a park in the heat. And what? It's like,
But why are they in a different, you think they're not in a different country?
No, they may be.
You got to go watch the video, Treecey. They're on the patio showing us this place that looks like a strange land to me. I have never
Okay.
seen a city in the United States look like that. Right. But
Okay.
there are only 3
Mhm.
of them there. So the only thing they have in common is the show. So are they there looking for investors? Are they meeting with investors?
No, no one's going to pick up anything in Dubai with them. With Sean's mouth, no, he cannot negotiate anything at all. I mean, nothing. I'm not even surprised. I'm just like, whatever. Nobody's watching. I'm not even interested. Like he's drained it dry. It's been
Right.
2 years. That's why I
Mhm.
don't understand. He's drained it dry. I mean,
Right.
I have to admit, I was shocked that y'all made up. I was like, Uncle Tim.
Well, we were
I
never all that far out anyway. I was more upset with his club chat than him. I was upset with him for not defending me, but I didn't understand his StreamYard. When they get on, they got 9 people up there yelling and screaming, all at me.
Oh, now you understand it. Okay, so now you
Right,
understand it
right,
better. He's
right. So I
still a
went on there.
snake. He's a
They were just
snake, and I
chopping
would
me up.
never trust him. Go ahead.
Right.
I'm sorry.
No,
Yeah,
no,
I
no.
would never trust him
Then he
because he
started
was trying
showing
to
out with
say,
them. He started
"Oh,
showing out with the Rams in them, you know.
yeah, he did. He did." But I understand because, like, when I have like 2 or 3 enemies or whatever, you pick the worst of the. You usually say, "Okay, who am I mad at the most?" Okay, that one. So
Right,
it's like, so I get it. You just can't stand Jay Wilson, so it's like, okay, he's compared to what you have going on with Jay Wilson. That's nothing, probably.
right.
But
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, it's totally
but
different.
aren't you happy for him, Uncle Tim? I'm so happy he got a new car because he does work hard. You got to give it to him. He does work hard. He does.
Girl, I don't care. I don't feel good about shit that Jay Wilson do, child. Come on.
Uncle Tim,
You're working 5
I don't
jobs.
know why I even asked you that. You're just like,
Girl.
what? He does work hard. He deserves it. I'm serious. If anybody that I know deserves it, I'll tell you what he does. Because I don't know anybody else that goes that hard at 50. I mean, come on. Like I'm like, with me now, I'm like, I'm in my mode. I'm like, no, I'm unwinding from years and years of being on my feet and on my, and my back and everything.
Right,
It's strenuous. Yeah.
right.
So
He's at the retirement age. He's at the retirement age and he's taking on, I don't know, does he got 4 jobs? Or because
I
he's
don't know. I think he just has one.
a job. It's a job. He puts the
I think
time
he
in.
just has one. He just has one, I think. I think he has a good one. I heard something funny today. Diddy Love, I was watching her this morning, and she was saying, "Oh, Jay Wilson, you got to get a different office or something." She goes, "I'm concerned if you can afford that car payment because the looks of the office." And I'm like, "Oh my God."
Well, the
I'm
office looks
like,
like a closet.
but it's just,
Treecey,
and
here's the
you
thing. Here's
never
the thing, Treecey. When that
know.
man makes his mission in life, and the whole structure of his show is talking about everybody else, right? He cannot expect to get any better than that, right? Did he make 3 videos about my goddamn fan? A fan? Are you serious, girl? I mean, so then he think nobody gonna say anything about him getting the car, girl. You get what you did. Get what
Well,
you
we
did.
all we all talk about each other. We all make videos. The least little thing, we take it and run with it. I think there was something I went on and on about for a long time. I forgot what it was. And I was like, it was just minor. And I'm like, here I am like a fool going on and on and on about
Right,
something. I forgot what it was. But you really realize, and it's funny, but you realize that's what brings the number in because people want every little, let me tell you, if 5 Babe can talk about the same people over
right,
and over again
right.
for years, she has nothing else to talk about. And when she tries, it fails. So I'm like, girl.
Yeah, she goes too far for me though. I can't be bothered, honey.
She's a psychopath. And one thing Brian did say was he called her out on all her ish. He sure did. And because, Babe Nation wants to pretend like it never happened, but it did. I've never done half the horrible, heinous shit she's done.
Right.
So
Right.
I'm like, please.
Yeah, she's pretty bad. And then, I mean, I know some of you guys, you believe in doxing the people when they dox you. I thought
Actually,
it was
the ones I've told people when I dox, but other than that, people give me information, and so if it's affiliated with that, then yeah, I would say yeah. But people, you don't have to, like with ZX and them. Oh, people were just throwing me information. I was like,
right.
oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't see that. I don't know. I haven't made my mind up about ZX and that crew over there. I don't know.
It's only ZX. He doesn't have a crew.
You got to fight
He has
fire with fire.
Yeah, he has his kryptonites over there. And they're just, I don't know, but he has them over there. So I'm like, oh, child, but let him stay over there. But he just gets on a tangent and he gets in his feelings and then he starts making up words and meanings. And I'm like, what is he doing? It's just really weird. But the thing
Right.
is, they said that he's a little man. The thing is, he's 5'4". Okay, if you don't have a peen, yeah, you don't have a peen. I mean, you're this little man. He doesn't have a high school diploma. He's never had anything. He's never had a career. He was
Right.
on heroin, selling heroin, and his nephews got arrested. So it's like, come on. I mean, we see all this stuff out there. And it's like, and so now I get why he's so damn angry and he's pissed off. But the creepy thing is what I had noticed too, which Kwani had made aware, is that why is he all of a sudden trying to defend people's children? That he don't know them kids from a can of paint, and he's all acting like he's there. He wants to be everybody's dad and grandfather. Be careful when people want to do that, because I'm like, no, no, no. You don't know those people. You don't keep that person away from your kids. That is my thought. So I mean, he's just a little bit creepy for me. I'm like, and he's always been chauvinistic, but I just can't stand it. And he tries to be homophobic, and I'm like, look, your daughter is a part of the community, okay? She's the head butch queen. So I'm like, just stop.
Right.
Just stop.
But when he came over to Wilson's page, he was acting nice, and
Wilson. Oh yeah, it's an act.
Yeah, but Wilson, he just yelled and screamed at the man, then cut him off with talking about say what I want.
I'm happy he did, because he knew he had a takeover spirit. I think Jay Wilson knows if he's going to like somebody or not. You can tell already, because grown folks tries to play that role, but he had already. Once you already know who he is, you see right through him. So he's seen right through him. He thought that Jay Wilson didn't know that he was going over there brand new and going to be welcomed in. No, because he was going to try and fake it till he made it, but he can't fake it because he's a natural asshole. So it's like it's going to come out. So that's why I was like, whatever. Now he's fighting tooth and nail for 5Babe, and he acts like her subscribers are his subscribers. He's like, can you believe it? I was watching a video, and they said, how 5Babe's numbers, and they were laughing, and I was like, oh, are you serious? And his face like lit up. I was like, you haven't done anything. Those are not your numbers. They are her numbers, and he will not get those numbers.
5Babe says she has 35,000 subscribers.
She's lying. We've already caught her in a lie before. 5Babe, if she, I doubt if she's because she's lying. Let me tell you, when that glitch came up, she didn't even have 10K. Now she may right now have 10K, but that's it. She's such a liar, because if she has 35K, where's her? She should at least be getting. If she has 35K, she should at least be getting what, 30% of her. What is it? 30% of the views. Mm-hmm. Is it 30%? Maybe, yeah, 30%, I believe, of the views she should be getting already. Okay, which she should be getting like 9,000 views. Right. Okay. So why is she not getting that? Yeah, exactly. So she's lying. It has to add up.
She has a few loyal people. I've noticed that all that money she gets, most of it comes from 5 people. So
really?
They just donate 4 and 5 times every day.
Yeah, because they recycle the money. I hear they recycle the money. I don't have any proof of that, but that's what I hear. They recycle the money.
She can't have them back. She got so mad at me when I said that she was buying her own clothes and then they were gifts. Ooh, she want to dox my whole goddamn apartment building.
Said, she's crazy.
Never do that. That draws more attention to the issue.
She's so weird. Like, she is so weird. That's why I said I can't watch her. It just disgusts me to watch her. It's just, at this point, there's nothing entertainment. It's like, I see her and it's like disgusting. I'm thinking, the only thing I have left to do is if she continues coming for me, I'll just drag her daughter. I love it, because they get so mad when I drag her daughter, baby. Ooh, I found what can help. That I drag that daughter. I drag Leah. Ooh, baby, they get so mad, Uncle Tim. They don't like it.
Well, she's wrong for bringing the child up so much. She does that.
Oh, I love dragging her, so let her keep going and keep talking. That's how I keep her off of me. Because I'll hit her where it hurt, and I go right there. I don't give a damn how vile it is. Oh well, because she's done a whole hell of a lot more than I could ever do to her. So,
right.
Yep.
Well, I think it's abusive to bring your child and parade her around like that, John. It's just wrong.
Well, she puts her up like she's putting her up. She's offering her up to people. I'm like, girl, go sit down.
Yeah, everybody's child is a queen to them.
Exactly.
It's not like your child is special and nobody else's is.
She looks like a squirrel. I'm like, she's not. I mean, there's nothing unique about her.
Right.
So, yeah.
Your child. Leave your child alone. Talk to grown people, honey.
Yep.
So what else is going on? Anything else going on?
Let's see, what else?
There was something else. I put it.
What else is happening? Let me think. Let's see with
Okay, I gotta say
James.
something else about your friend, your
Oh,
partner.
Rico.
No,
Well, you like him though.
is Rico here? If you here, come on in. But
Oh God, no.
I
No,
like to say,
not
you
to
go
me.
off and you come on in.
Yeah.
I can't handle more than two people, really. But listen,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
your friend Jay Wilson,
Mm-hmm.
he was talking about the ladies in club chat on their
Uh-huh.
vacation, and he had the nerve to talk about their neck, how fat their neck was. And I was looking, and I said, "Wait a minute, Jay Wilson, where's your neck? He don't have a neck no more, child. He has 2 rows of fat right there, and all the shirts are pushed right up to the fat. He don't even have a neck. What happened to his goddamn neck? He had one. He used to have a neck. At least it wasn't noticeable. They didn't have that fat is just encroaching on his whole body. And then he told them, "Oh, I know how to push away from the table." Girl, I sit there stunned. It's like that.
Maybe I haven't noticed because he looks.
Notice
To
now.
me, he looks small. To me, he looks
Notice
small.
his
Not
neck,
small,
honey.
but he looks smaller
Notice his neck.
than.
And then it's got real dark around there. You know how sometimes when you get a lot of fat, it changes colors. Pay attention. You ain't got to
I
comment
haven't
on.
noticed, but I did notice D. Ramsey is huge now. She needs
Oh,
to stop drinking
that's
that
one of my
beer.
brothers. I can't
She
talk
is
about my brother.
swollen. She is swollen.
Right. Well,
You
we
like
all
her
grew
now?
up a little bit. We
You
all grew
like
up.
her now?
I like Deanna. I like Deanna Rose. I like you. None of y'all get
No,
along.
no, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about D. Ramsey, not Deanna. D.
I'm
Ramsey.
thinking about Deanna Irving.
You
Child,
always get them too
no,
confused.
I,
No, D.
I
Ramsey.
always do. Is that D that gets me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
D.
Yeah,
Ramsey.
D
She was.
Ramsey.
Oh God, she's
Yeah.
huge. I was like,
Oh,
stop.
she's huge. Yeah, it's disgusting. Well, her drinking is what's disgusting.
Well,
Like
she needs. Yeah, her drinking the beer. Yeah, she needs to. I mean,
she
I
keeps
don't
showing us a
know.
beer. Why would you keep showing somebody a beer? Oh, I'm drinking. Look at me. Why we gotta always see the beer bottle, girl? Yet you have something else in the glass.
When
Just
y'all got into it, it was so funny. You were over here giving her the steps, the steps to AA.
she didn't feel that, honey.
And then she was yelling when she came out the next day. It was so funny.
Motherfucker, right?
It was so funny. I was like, they are crazy. It was so funny. I was like, she's on vacation yelling at Uncle Tim.
Right, but she was so high. She was so high, honey. Laughing,
She
hysterical.
was like, the gummies.
All them gummies.
I was like,
Honey, Gummy-Gate, she called it. Lord have mercy.
child, I
Right.
was like, oh my God. She was like, we still have the gummies here. I was like, what does that prove?
You got some more, girl. You didn't buy just 2 gummies.
She was like, we still have them here. I was like, okay.
Lord,
But I'm surprised Sean is not tired of her already. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he has his reasons. We don't know everything.
Yeah,
He
that's
has his
true.
reasons for putting up with her.
Where's Leo? Was Leo there?
Why they're out in another country? They couldn't be on another vacation, just came off vacation.
He does that anyways. He normally goes because he pays for the trip with him and his partner after they come from Vegas because he has extra money then. So that's why he takes it all at once. So it's not that he doesn't, but he's so ridiculous because for me, I would rather just save it and upgrade on my, he has 100-year-old home. I mean, it's like nothing to brag about. It's like so many bodies and souls and spirits up in each room and every crevice. It's like, come on now.
Right.
It just don't make any sense.
Right.
And then for him to be harboring up in that dang attic, it's ridiculous. I'm like, nobody's jealous. And he swears, oh, they're going to be watching. Well, everybody watches everybody on YouTube. So,
Right. Yeah, I don't know what he did. I know his plan made sense when he had foster children. So he needed a bigger house. He could have more kids and bring in more income, right? And pay for everything. But when the kids were not there, I mean, who's in all them damn rooms? He got 6 bedrooms. And why are you in the attic?
I'm telling you, he's renting out because he was always in that damn attic. So he's renting out the don't think that he's not renting.
Like on Craigslist?
Yeah. Because I used to rent my room out in 2 rooms out in my house when I had left my ex, and that helped me to pay for it, for many years. But yeah, so it's different. I mean, you can rent rooms out if you want, but I don't know. He's just weird.
A drug program.
Huh? If what?
You can turn it into a drug program.
Oh, I would. Would that be safe though? I don't know. That'd be a lot of liability.
Housing, yes, honey. The government will pay for it.
Oh, really?
There are definitely ways, honey. Transitional
you probably come home and won't have nothing there. Uncle Tim, you're rare. You're one of the rare ones that use. You're one of the rare ones that I've actually, well, not that I've actually met, but that I've known lately that have used. You said you use basically God to stop, because that's what it
Right.
all is. Like you said, the AA and all that. I
Right.
remember I used to go with my ex there, and it's like it's all about God. It's all biblical, is what it is. So you think
Right.
that people don't know how and it's kind of eased in, so it's not like a religion bam up in your face.
Right.
So
But
then
it's still
people
about
start to
faith.
get
It's still
faith.
about believing the power greater in yourself, honey. It's
Yes.
doable.
Mm-hmm.
And these
Yep.
girls are getting at the age where they need to consider. Uh-huh.
But Uncle Tim,
Mhm.
let me ask you something. So, have you ever thought to tell? Because Rico is just reckless. Have you ever? And somebody mentioned this in their chat. They said, Uncle Tim, how come Uncle Tim don't try and tell him better? To tell him to do, that to be careful. He still has to care for himself. He doesn't take care of himself like you do. He's not going to live much longer. I already know, because the way he's. I mean, and I may very well. He may very well outlive me. But the fact is that he's so promiscuous and just nasty. I'm like, why would you be bending over, showing your herpes marks or whatever on your bottom? It's just disgusting.
I can't save that man. He's doing what he wants to do, child.
No, but when you want to
Yeah.
tell him, like, when you think, okay, well, let me tell him.
Seriously though, Treecey, HIV is not going
Mhm.
to kill that dude unless he's just not taking medication. But you would have to not take medication for a long time. I mean, I was a junkie, shooting up 4 or 5 times a
No,
day.
but not that, Uncle Tim, but I'm thinking of, like, it can develop into full blown AIDS. It can develop into full blown, because
Rarely,
if you're doing, yeah, you said really,
rarely, rarely. I
really,
just don't know people dying from HIV anymore. AIDS. Unfortunately, but as you get older, you're my age. Now you're getting cancer,
yeah,
you're getting gout, you're getting goddamn diabetes. Every time I go into
yeah,
the doctor, I go in there with fear and trembling. I said, "What are you gonna do
yeah.
next?" Right? No more ice cream, nigga. Okay, okay.
I
No
hear
more
you, but
this.
with
No
that,
more
I'm
that.
just like,
Take off 30 pounds. There's regular things
mhm,
as you age. But if you look at it,
yeah.
I mean, I'm in my 60s. I know people
I
in
know.
their 80s.
Yeah. So if people are living longer, but he's just so reckless. And that's why I don't care what I say to him, because he doesn't care. He just doesn't
Yeah.
care. He's just acting like he's invincible with everything. And I'm like, no, nobody owes you anything. You need to man up. It's just, he's just a bum. But
Y'all are such
anyway,
friends, though. It kills me.
he
You,
turned on me like he did
I
with
mean,
everybody
you
else. He
can ride
turned on
with that nigga.
everybody.
Yeah.
He
You
turned
can
on
ride
everybody. Yeah.
with hard.
We all tried to help him. And that's what alcoholics do. He'll, they'll turn on everybody. His lowest, he doesn't think he's at his lowest at this moment, but he's at
Right.
his lowest. When you go into a store and you can't afford, you don't have 10 cents, and you start fighting with the people because you don't have 10 cents, that is the bottom of the barrel. He's sitting outside the liquor store, literally, like sleeping on the floor. It's like, that's how he is about this point. But he doesn't think so, because everybody was telling him how, he's starting to look.
Uh-oh. Okay,
Uh-oh.
go ahead.
He was laughing on his video saying, they said I look like an old man. He was like, why? Because I don't have a haircut? No, you look old. He doesn't see what we see. And I
Right,
guess the addict doesn't see what we see. It's
right,
weird. I'm
right,
like, you look old. He just looks like a bum. And he thinks
right,
that he looks all young and cute, because in his mind, I guess that's how it was before, but he's nowhere near there.
right,
So
right. Well,
we'll
he's
see,
skinny.
y'all.
Yeah, it's sad. I mean,
Mhm.
alcoholism, drug addiction is always sad. It's always sad to look at. If y'all would
Yeah.
see me laying on the floor shooting up in goddamn abandoned buildings and stuff, you would have said that's just pitiful.
I would have died. I would have had a heart attack. I
You
can't say
know?
anything like that.
But
I
I
would
was
have just
his
had
age when I stopped. I was his age when I stopped the first time. I was about 28 when I started. Excuse me.
Mhm.
When I started, I was 28. But it's never pretty.
Do
You
you
know.
still have to go to meetings and stuff like that?
Oh no, nothing.
Okay, so it's just God.
God has delivered me. That is it. The end of this question. See, when I say that God has delivered me, right?
Uh-huh.
I have to accept that and receive that as a fact. I am
Yeah.
delivered. I don't need meetings. I don't need this. I don't need that. Now I
You're
tried.
right.
I went to a drug program. When I got out, I said,
Mhm.
well, I'll do a commitment here for a whole year, right?
Mhm.
At the end of that
Mhm.
year, I was hiding in the bath. I had a commitment. I was the treasurer of the meeting. I would hide in the bathroom so people would stop talking about drugs. It just didn't work,
Uh-huh.
right?
Oh, yeah, that didn't work
Yeah.
for you. Yeah.
So I
Mhm.
just believe that God just can deliver you. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's true.
he just take the taste out of your mouth. So I
It's
don't give
true.
up on people like Rico. There are a lot of people his age doing a whole lot worse than Rico. The prisons
Uh,
are full. They're packed. At least he ain't out there robbing people and stuff like that, right?
oh,
And
not yet.
what I like about him, I just can't resist that smile when he's not drunk.
Uh,
When he's not drunk,
uh,
he's an adorable boy, right? But
no,
he's
I
so
get nauseous, Uncle Tim. I couldn't even eat the whole day. He was spitting
Girl,
and hacking up stuff in the morning. And I was like, what is he doing? It was so disgusting. I was like, really, I couldn't eat. I couldn't eat till
wow.
like that nighttime. I was like, it's disgusting.
Treecey,
When
go
you
back
see
and watch
something,
the
I know.
videos. Go back and watch the
Mhm.
videos of when you guys were getting along. You were really,
Oh
really
no.
along.
I
Mhm.
was because you know why? It was fake then. He was fake because he pretended like he was so nice and Wiley had done him so wrong. Wiley did do him wrong, yes. But it's like there was no reason to turn on me because he got mad at ZT because ZT he got played and he was all on there talking about I got money, I got money. I bet you he wished now he wouldn't have been like, I got money, I pay for my own way, blah 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 blah. That's all he was talking about. All he does is recycle things in his mind, how he does on YouTube comparing himself to everybody on YouTube, everybody's numbers. That's it. It's like a rant that he has over and over again in his head, and he doesn't think that he has it, and it's stupid. I'm like, you're hopping up on panels to just rant about people, and nobody cares. Really,
Right.
they don't.
Well, you
Yeah.
guys, you were just as bad with Jay Wilson, though.
Was I?
I mean, yeah. Oh, girl, you used to read him every day for a year at least.
Really?
Girl, you stayed in that ass. I used to love it, girl. I said, come on, get to the Wilson part, girl.
I was so tired of it. It just got old. It got old. Like with my baby, it just got old. I was like, and I'll just like I said, with her, I just go strictly for her seed. I don't even have time to deal with her no more because it's old. It's played out. So I'm like, okay, moving right along. Mhm.
Right, right, right.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
Well,
I'm glad
thank
you're
you,
doing well
Uncle
with your
Tim.
new show. I'm
I'm
glad you're
glad
doing
that I came up on your stream, the third one. Yes.
right. Right. It's good to talk to you. It's good
You
to talk.
too. Okay, I'll see you in the chat then.
All right, honey. Bye bye.
Okay, thanks. Okay, bye bye.
Who is next? I ignored my whole chat. How y'all doing? How y'all doing today? Let me see. Oh, Lord, have mercy. We full up here. Hi, Nicole. Happy Friday. Is today Friday? No, today's Thursday. Today is Ascense Day. Let me see. Okay, not about kids. Okay. I'm not talking about kids. Okay. Yeah, I'm not either. I'm not interested in that. I don't think people should bring their kids on here, though. I just don't think you should use your children that way. Just a personal belief. I'd rather talk about your mama and your daddy, honey. What else going on? Where have you been? Hiding love. Okay. Who want to come on and talk? You want to come on, Nicole? How you doing? Let me see. Yeah, y'all pay attention. Wilson has lost his neck. That fat that done creeped all the way up and closed his head up, honey. It's like that. And the skin that up under here, this is all black now, right? It's a row, it's 2 rows of fat. You think I'm lying? Watch. Watch and pay attention, honey. He should not be over there making fun of somebody's weight. He's gotten away with that because he's only been exposing this part of him, right? So now that he's been exposed, when he bought that car, he is enormous. He's got his whole 400 pounds back. And he still wants to reserve the right to talk about people and their weight. It's incredible to me. And when he mentioned somebody else's neck, I said, oh my God, girl. I'm sitting there looking, where is your goddamn neck, boy? Y'all watch the Rocky Horror Picture Show? And everybody in the audience, they all know every word for the Rocky Horror Picture Show, right? It is a cult classic. And this one guy, he's like this, and then people in the audience, they say, where's your fucking neck? That's Wilson. So we don't know the brother. How did I get to know him? He did a video last week. I just picked him up. I said, well, he's got numbers and everything. How come I haven't seen him before? So I think that the beef sector might be bigger than we think it is. Because every once in a while I'll come across somebody who I was not aware of. Fear and trembling. You right, baby. I said, what they gonna tell me now? As long as that cancer comes back clear, I don't give a damn. Say what you want to say, honey. Tell me what to do, and I'll do it. Let me see. Hi, Deborah Mitchell. Hit the like. Would you please hit the like button? Thank you. He has such adorable smile. I think Rico does have an adorable smile. When he's not drinking, y'all ain't pissed him off. He does. You know, I have more compassion than the average person or people who are addicts because I spent a good part of my life. I mean, those were my friends, right? So I understand it, but don't give up on people. Pray for them. You sure are right. I heard that disgusting vibe over there. What he was doing, Jay Wilson. I'll be ashamed myself talking about somebody fat. He ought to have a lot of goddamn nerve. That boy's got balls the size of goddamn. Well, they say he got little nuts. I don't know. He's got the attitude of a person with big balls. He got a lot of nerve, in other words. Mm-hmm. What else happened? Wally, Bless Watkins had made a good point. Don't be over there telling Rico he can come and stay with you, right? Because we don't know what's going on with Rico, but he is not above getting on a bus or a plane, right? He does geographics. So after you done publicly invited him to your house now, when he shows up at your house, don't be talking about, oh, you're not welcome here, trying to get rid of him, honey. You invited him there. So don't play. You might get tricked, honey. Mm-hmm. Uncle Tim has always been so transparent, and he has given his testimony to the whole world. And Rico, I'm sure, have listened to it at one time or other. So Tim have done his job. Right. But when it's his time, honey, it's just like something, you can't force it. People have walked away from their family, their children, because of drugs and alcohol. They have chosen booze over their kids. So whatever we say is not going to make a difference to that person. All we can do is tell what happened to us. Give people hope that whatever is time for them, it might be just like it happened to me. Just one day you just wake up and it's just done. It's just, oh, that's deliverance. Never again. So we continue to hope, but he's still a young man, honey. He can still do. My thing is, I'm hoping that he can at least sober himself up enough to take care of his business, right? To take care of his business, to secure housing for himself. Now, a lot of people don't like it, but in many ways, a person who is diagnosed with HIV/AIDS can do better than a person working washing dishes. I'm sorry, you guys don't like it. It is the truth. But you're going to have to position yourself, right, to get the benefits that you can get. Because after you get the benefits, I mean, you don't report to anybody. It's over. But you have to sober your mind up long enough to get positioned, right? And then he could be okay. At least he would have his own apartment. Rico's been used to living in rooms and stuff like that. If he plays his cards right, he could have his own place. But it's going to take some sacrifice. And it may take getting off the booze for a while. I always tell people that in this situation, just go check yourself into a drug program. Your issues will be settled. If you can just stop drinking just pretend you're going to jail. Because when you go to jail, you're going to sober up, honey. Right? And many people go every year. Just pretend you're going to jail. That I'm going to go into this program and I ain't coming out until I get myself together. They're going to have you out at the consular's office. We need to set you up with housing. We need to set you up with some form of income so that you're able to have your own place, right? You ain't got to have no whole lot of money. People, they laugh. Oh, you're going to be on SSI. You're going to be on SS. Girl, you mean tell me you're going to give me an apartment, then you're going to pay for it? So, of course. But you're going to have to be sober enough to do that, though, honey. If he's drunk, he ain't going to show up in no goddamn office and no social worker, right? And then Rico is a person who enjoys working. So after he gets himself situated where he has a stable home base, then he can just go back to work. All they're going to do is adjust whatever he makes to his income. I mean, a lot of people are benefiting from Section 8. Ain't a bad thing. These people on here want to be so phony and bougie, honey. I don't know where all these bougie ass niggas come from, child. Because if it's not affecting you, it's certainly affecting people in your family, right? And many people, they work with people, in the struggle. I have more compassion for people in the struggle, honey. That's why I resent arrogant assholes who come on here like they're not in the struggle, but they want to then dog out people who are. If you've been blessed, thank God and get your ass out the way. If you can't do anything to help, if you're going to wear the name pastor or pastor or minister or deacon or even usher, if you're going to say that you are a card-carrying Christian, then your mission should be carry the message and then to help somebody. Do something for somebody. Let's come over here bragging about yourself. Maybe that's the part that affects me so much is this claim to be a pastor. That just, I guess he done finally just given up on the idea that he gonna convince somebody he's some kind of preacher, child. But the point is, your whole character, honey. The Bible talks about a servant's heart. In other words, you have a desire to help people. My opinion, you're an old black man, you have a responsibility. Spread the word. Tim, you can post the StreamYard link in the chat? Yes. Okay. It worked with Treecey. Let me see. There it is. You want to come on, Deborah Mitchell? I let Rico get into therapy. Yeah. When it's his time. You can't make them do it though, baby. Ain't nothing you're going to say that's going to change anything. If they're going to walk away from their wife, they're going to walk away from their children, walk away from their parents, they're going to live in the streets and they're going to do all this shit. What are you going to do? He ain't going to do it for you. He's going to do it for himself. When he says, I've had enough of this. And it's not unusual for people in his age group to be in a condition. I mean, people do party a little hard. He's gone a little further than that, where he's gotten caught up now with alcohol. So alcohol is addictive, you know. Excuse me. Hi, Nicole Reloaded.
Hello, hi, Uncle Tim.
How you doing?
Hi. I'm doing fine. Just got back from picking my daughter up from school. How are you doing this Thursday?
Oh, you have a daughter?
I got 4 million of them. No, I have 4 daughters.
You have 4 daughters?
Yes, sir.
See, I never knew. So how can you keep your life separate? And the 5'8" has such a hard time keeping her daughter. I mean, everybody in the internet in the world knows about her daughter. You see?
Well, I think it's because when 5A first started off, I don't think she probably really knew where her channel was gonna go.
Right.
Kind of like how I have my kids, in the background and in the car, and you didn't think about recording out in front of your house because people weren't doxing and harassing and stuff like that. So I believe when YouTube kind of changed its rules, everybody already knew who her beautiful little girl already was, and she's the only child, so I can see the closeness in it, so she doesn't bring her on as often as she used to. If
Right.
I told her back in the day, I don't know if she ever heard, but we were on Shelly's channel just to separate her and put her on a family channel, because she's the beef sector's news lady queen. That's
Right.
what she does. So that makes unfortunately the baby susceptible to attacks, even though I don't believe anybody should be attacking a child, period.
Right.
So
Right.
that's just my opinion. And it's
So
against YouTube rules. So
when one of your daughters needs a new dolly, who buys it?
uh oh my God. Her grandfather, her grandparents,
Okay,
me.
family. Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
family members,
Right.
and
Right.
a neighbor might say, "Look, I seen this," and
Yeah,
or
but
whatever,
it
and
shouldn't
say,
be where
you never know.
it shouldn't be where the whole half hour of your show is people sending your child gifts. I just don't think that they need all that, So whatever. I
hmm
can tell that you like her. I mean, we all like who
hmm
we like, honey. So
I'm
you know,
not gonna say that I like her or I dislike her. I'm just basing my commentary on the fact that she's a mother with a child on YouTube.
mhm.
That's about
Right,
it. She's
right,
done some things on here that have been very disconcerting,
right.
to say the
I
least.
know if I would have took a gift from a stranger, my mama would have slapped the shit out of me. That's just the way we were brought up, honey.
My mom was the same. My mom was the same way about that, about gifts, because she would feel like people can attach things to objects
Right.
like dolls and stuff like that, and stunt your child's growth. She believed in her. She wouldn't let nobody give me no shoes. She didn't care if it was brand new or not. She would go
Right.
and sell it and then buy me what she wanted me to
Right.
have out of the money. Yeah, she
Right.
was very meticulous about that.
Right.
Yeah.
When you get to be 14, 15 years old, you go get your little job on the side. And if you want something,
hmm
let's go buy it, honey. But it's not my business really. I ain't on that 5 months. But she did up a video today. I noticed that. I thought it was
hmm
wrong that she was posting all this video on VS when that woman is trying her best to stay off of here. It seems like she was
Oh,
challenging her, or tempting her to come on here. Because people are
wow.
worried, you know. But she took it down, so, or made it private.
Uh, I don't know why they want to even test VS, because tick tick, time is ticking. Isn't
Right.
Five Babes restraining order? Is hasn't it been almost 3 years now? Has
I think
you
her
know?
restraining order is already passed. Just
hmm
passed. I think it was early part of 2001. I mean
She
2021.
she had it for three. It was for 3 years from what she stated.
I believe it's just passed
hmm
restraining order. But I mean, why post all that video about that woman? It seems like to me it is unfair because you're challenging her to do something
hmm
to you, right?
Right.
Well, we don't know if BS actually watches this stuff anymore. It might be maybe she just said, "Fuck it, I'm out of it. That's it." But I think I would still be looking in.
I have my theories. I think she's watching. The judge didn't tell her she couldn't watch. You know,
Right?
so I'm
Anybody was
sure.
told
And
to watch.
when it's time for her to come back, believe that girl's going to be prepared to fight any battle that is necessary for her to fight. She had
Right.
a lot of time to sit back and to strategize.
Right.
So that girl's gonna, if she does decide to come back, buyers beware. Okay.
Right.
I wouldn't want to get on her bad side.
Well, they're going to be threatening her. I'll call on you and get you busted again, all that kind of stuff. But no, it all came down to putting your hands on somebody. As long as you can hold
Right.
your hands, honey, you can come over here and talk shit.
hmm
We'll see. How you been?
I've been fine. I'm trying to take somewhat of a little bit of a hiatus from YouTube.
Uh-huh.
People been getting in my ass about you, but
What they
it's
say?
part of YouTube.
What they
What
say?
they don't say. How I'm not I wasn't representing your channel, that I took up for D Ramsey while she was in your chat, and
Oh,
all
oh,
this other stuff, and they just wanted to
oh.
give me a really hard time about it. And other people want me to be fired, and then I'm weak, and and all this other stuff. So
Yeah, I
just
remember that.
because yeah,
Listen, you like who you like, honey. It's all tangled up, right? So
right.
if you have a relationship with D Ramsey, y'all talk every once in a while or something like that. I can understand. It's difficult to say hello to somebody, right? But
hmm
but what was I gonna say? Yeah, I just wanted her to come on so I could argue
Right.
on that particular day, kind of thing.
Right. Well, see what happened, Uncle Timothy Blaine. It was because the chat was moving so fast. When
And
I
you were by yourself,
recognized it was, yeah, when I recognized that if it was her or not, I couldn't really tell. So I just gauged on based how the person was answering your questions. You know what I'm saying? Going back and forth, and by me watching you as long as I have in the correspondence that we have had, that you face your opponent. So
right?
I didn't delete her. It was the audience that wanted me to get her the fuck out.
Right, right. Well,
You know what I'm saying? So I was trying to keep a balance in there so I could read everything that was coming through, because people have come through and unfortunately tried to put some stuff in your chat that can get you a strike and stuff on your channel.
right,
So, that was my main concern. My focus wasn't emotional. It was business. I don't have a relationship with D Ramsey. I've never met her. I think I've spoken to her maybe twice. I've been over to her chat before, but I don't have a relationship with her. That's
right,
false.
right.
So yeah.
Moderating is a hard job. I mean, consider you guys do it for free. I mean, I think that it's a difficult thing, particularly when you have a fast moving chat and then you're the only person there by yourself, you know. So yeah, I understand. I hope they didn't give you too hard a time.
No, it's okay. I mean, it's a part of YouTube. It's just frustrated that people think that I don't know how to think for myself. I'm 41 and I have four daughters. I'm not like retarded or something. Like I don't. People don't tell me what to do. I think for myself. Like you know,
Right.
I'm not dumb. I'm pretty intelligent and pretty good. Okay. I got a
Right.
gambler's brain, so it's not too much you can get past me. Now, just because I'm not aggressive and I don't, do things in a certain fashion, my style is different. I believe you get more bees with honey than you do flies with shit.
Right.
So, I mean, that's my style. It's always going to be my style. I'm a lady. So, I'm cute. I'm a pretty thick girl, and me yelling and screaming ain't gonna get me more. Me smiling and cheesing is gonna get me the wallets and all the things of the things. Uncle Tim, you know that.
Wallet. You don't even get a
So
purse? Oh, you gotta get you a nice purse.
no, no, I want the wallet so I can buy all the purses.
Oh, okay. The wallet with everything in it. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I understand. People can be vicious and mean, whatever.
Yeah.
They always say that I don't watch the chat enough. Let me see. I have a brother who's living with HIV, and Tim, your stories, info serves to guide me. Right. Your brother's gonna be fine, honey. I facilitate a group, and all the guys, I'm the youngest person in the group, HIV group, support group. I'm the facilitator, right? All of them are older than me, right? So we done lived our whole life expectancy. I mean, the really hard part is this addiction stuff, though. That's what my concern about Rico is. When you're drinking, when you're rational and your mind is right, then you're gonna adhere. I could never even take medication when I was using because I couldn't remember it. I couldn't remember to get a haircut. There's certain basic kind of thing.
Yeah, does alcohol combination mixed with the HIV medication, does it reduce the potency of it?
Well,
Will it still work effectively if not, or no?
yeah, the danger is that you won't take the medication if you're taking.
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
that the alcohol necessarily interferes with HIV medication specifically. There are certain ones. I mean, there's probably got about 20 of them out there now. So there are certain ones that have a bad reaction with alcohol. I'm sure he tells his doctor that he's an alcoholic. I would hope, right?
Well, the doctors, they can tell when they run your blood. They're not stupid.
Right.
They know when we're drinking and when we drugging. They do blood panels. So
right. So one of the first questions they're going to ask you: do you use illicit drugs? Are you an alcoholic? You just got to tell the doctors the truth. So, because some things are deadly when you have some psych meds are real bad when you mix them with alcohol. So and we don't ever know what a person's full medical history is. It's not our business. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. So we don't know if he takes psych meds or any other kind of medication. But I take handfuls of different kinds of medication. Some for this, some for that, some for what's the last one? The last one was
starts with a T. I think you said something about a medicine that started with a T.
Oh, no, that's the
to help you sleep.
Right, trazodone.
Trazodone.
Right.
I can't take trazodone.
You can't, right? No, you
made me sick.
Yeah, it makes my mouth so damn dry. That's kind of why I left the Benadryl alone. But we'll see. I'll give it a couple more weeks. If it don't work, I just go try something else.
Have you ever tried? The melatonin, or does it don't work for you?
I just left melatonin. I was taking that. It stopped. I started waking up in the middle of the night and couldn't go back to sleep.
Oh, really?
I slept all the way through at first, but it only worked for maybe 6 months. And then you can't take more of it because it just makes you so dehydrated that you can't even sleep the next day and all that kind of stuff.
It was good to know that because I was like, I probably need to, because my doctor told me to give it to my daughter because her asthma will flare up from time to time, and the coughing and stuff will keep her up at night. So I'll probably chillax after I heard you say that, because another person told me it can affect, like, it's supposed to keep your natural the melatonin, I mean melanin and melatonin and all this other stuff that's in your brain, the natural brave waves to make you naturally fall asleep. But if it becomes you use it consistently, it can actually work backwards or something like that, from what I heard.
Right, right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I tried it. I was on it about 6 months. It's pretty
Mm-hmm.
better than Benadryl. Benadryl makes your mouth so ugh. Y'all see how I'm
No.
always when I be popping
Mm-hmm.
my mouth like that? That ain't because I'm trying to be sexy. It's because this shit got my mouth so dry, you know. But
See, you done took away the dream from the boys. They thought you was
oh
trying
Lord,
to blow them kisses.
I used to hate when I see these brothers. Remember that period where they used to always they were always licking their lips and kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I, I thought that was disgusting. Now here I got it to myself. Y'all like, yeah, baby.
Uh-huh. And then pull out some Carmex and put it on. Hey,
Right,
baby. One dude was trying to back at me at the casino. Uncle Tim, he was high as hell, licking his lips, and a piece of
right.
chicken flew out of his teeth, and he just kept licking it around his lips, and I was just staring at him like, my God, is this my life that
Right.
I have to
You ain't
be
gonna put that on me,
talked to?
baby.
But right, I was like, I'm out. I'm going back to the pity machine.
Chicken lips. Chicken lips.
Yeah, chicken lips. Hmm.
So you go to the casino?
I haven't since the pandemic. I haven't because the last time I went was probably about like a year and a half ago, and
Mm,
this lady coughed. This white lady coughed in my face.
mm,
And I had a mask on. People weren't wearing masks at that time, but I already had knowledge of keeping my face covered and stuff like that. And
right.
she intentionally coughed in my face, and she had COVID. After
Intention.
that, she intentionally, because she was drunk, she was messing with me. You act like you're gonna get sick.
Oh my
so
goodness.
it's so instead of beating her face into the pavement and going to jail, I left, and I have not gambled since.
Right. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, you don't want to go. You don't want to commit a murder.
Yeah, I was gonna snap that lady into 1,000 pieces. She's called me several times to apologize, but it was
Oh,
just
you know
really
her.
disgusting.
Oh, you
Yeah,
know her.
uh-huh. Yeah, I knew her. Yeah.
Okay.
Because people will go gambling. You can get really sick in a casino. That's the reason why they shut the casinos down here. They had to change the air filtration and stuff like that so the dirty air can flow and go outside.
Right.
Okay. At this time, some of those casinos hadn't invested into those type of infiltration and those type of systems to have inside the casinos. So when
Right.
they shut them down here, they redid all of them down on the strips, the bars, and all of that, so it's more safe because people go gambling is a very serious addiction.
Oh, I know it.
Okay.
Hmm.
you know People will go in there sick with the chicken pox, mumps, bloody noses, trying to put $100 to win their car back, and pay rent bills, get
Right.
drugs, whatever it is. I've seen a lot down here. So I was like, if anything, I know people that are sick. If they're not, systematic, and they don't know it, they'll still be in there trying to gamble.
Right.
So, and people smoke. So they blowing. I said, no, no, no. I'll wait,
Right.
until things clear up, and then I'll go hit them for them 5 and 10 spots again.
Right. Right. Right.
you, mm-hmm,
We come this far, right? No sense throwing
yeah.
away now. No sense throwing away now. Let me see what Deborah Mitchell's saying. Turn off all electronics and light late a night. What? And light late a night to help you sleep better. Okay. Oh, okay. Turn off all electronics and light late at night to help you sleep better. This includes phones, tablets, lamps. Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Deborah Mitchell. Yeah, you definitely can't have no visual trying to sleep. I learned that. But I go to sleep with my Kindle or my phone with the audiobooks. Audiobooks bring me right to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be looking into no visual stuff. It's got to be dark. You're right about that. So I
Mm-hmm.
was
Because
saying
it'll
you
trigger
guys,
your brain to stay on.
right. Well, you remember the last time I was here, I was talking about my computer, how it was getting fuzzy and the reception going in and out. So I
Yeah.
heard from Comcast, and I encourage you guys to do this. The new tower. from Comcast, what do you call that thing?
The new modem.
The new modem. It works perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had an issue.
Okay.
They sent me a new modem, and they said they
Okay.
my internet speed, but I
Mm-hmm.
didn't pay anything. Actually, my bill went down. I think $20.
Good.
Yeah, but it works great. So, and it's free. So if you have an old tower, just trade it in. Tell them you want to trade it in. You can drop it off somewhere, and those new towers, they work a lot better. I haven't even needed the extender. I sent one of them back, the last one I bought,
Good.
and then the other one I still have it here. I mean, it was older, but I don't need it.
Well, I'm
So
glad you were able to get a refund because I feel bad because I should have asked you how old your modem was. I just assumed, but when you assume you make an ass out of yourself, I assumed that you had an updated one. When you said 5 years, I was like, oh, that's your problem right there.
right, right,
You
right.
know, yeah, they
I
have to
didn't know that.
update those things.
Right, right. Yeah, so that problem is solved. Hmm. Let
Will
me
you
look at
get caller ID now too
caller
when
ID.
they updated the modem? Will your caller ID work now?
I have to get rid of my caller ID. My phone, for the phone.
Yeah, yeah.
The package I have, it includes the phone, but
Hmm.
I don't use the phone. My home, I only have a home phone because it's attached to my doorbell
Right.
downstairs, right? So
Oh,
I keep forgetting. I need to go on there and tell them to take that off and cut off another $10 off my bill.
you
So
sound like
yeah,
my dad.
I use my cell phone. I'll call out on that phone, but I don't give anybody that number to call in.
Right.
Yeah, so yeah, I don't use that phone. Now, the good thing about a landline though is always clear, you know. So if you're having trouble with the connection, you don't know where people are in different states and all that, I'll say call me back on my home phone. But
Hmm.
I don't need Comcast for that.
Right. Sure
Yeah,
don't.
it has caller ID. Sometimes a number will come up on my TV. I just ignore it. I go and unplug it.
Oh, okay.
Do you have a landline?
Yeah. Yes, I do. Uncle Tim. I can't live without my landline. It's old fashioned, and
Right,
it's connected to my security system.
right.
So somebody with that fugazi stuff, like my
Mhm.
ex husband, you try to call from a different place, the security system bings and it's programmed, to alert, officials that me and my kids could be in possible danger. Or let you know, it'll GPS what tower right where they are, give them all of that. Yeah.
Right, right.
I love my landline for that purpose.
Yeah, yeah. You got to stay safe, honey.
Mm-hmm.
You got to stay safe. So what
Yeah,
else is
some
going on
crazy.
here? Let's see. Let me look at this chat for a minute here. Let me see.
Hold on, real quick, Uncle Tim.
Okay. There's a 10 park screen. Okay. Yes, those sleep sounds are excellent. Listen. Okay, it's the darkest when playing it on the phone. Hey, y'all, catching you on the end of 2 days. Hi, Emil Turner. Black faux beauty. Black faux beauty. Hi, y'all. Can I make it bigger? Let me make the when your chat is bigger, you can see. Oh, that's much better. Okay, hold on a minute. Y'all say I don't sleep up with the chat. Reduce the sharpness and care, and remember, take RX. Reduces sharpness and care. You talking about melatonin? Or the trazodone and the melatonin feel about the same, to tell you the truth.
You know what you need, Uncle Tim? You need to have you another device. If you had a second device in
Mm-hmm.
your hand, so that can just be strictly panned on the comments. So you can just be able to scroll that way and look at the chat as if you are a guest in your own chat. And then you'll be able to get your comments and stuff a lot faster because there be some things going on in that chat. It's hard it's
Let me
hard to keep up.
do it like that. So you pull it up on your phone. I have devices. I have a phone. I have a Kindle.
Yeah.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just pull up your YouTube channel, but when you're on StreamYards, you need to make sure that the sound is all the way off, because then you'll receive audio feedback. It will give you an echo. The sound will return into the microphone through your computer. So you have to make sure that it's off or you'll get a real bad echo.
Okay.
But yeah, but you just open up your phone, go to your own chat like you're a guest in your own chat, and it will be easier for you to respond too. You can type
Right.
faster and stuff like that. So you'll just be looking down. That's what most of us do because it's easier.
Okay.
It's too hard to be typing on the computer and then click you know, it's too much. So it's better just to do it from a second device, and then you'll be able to have more engagement with your audience.
Okay. Here I am. Turn it all the way down, right?
Yes.
Okay, I see what you mean. It's a little bitty though. I got to figure out how to get it bigger. I can't do nothing online because I'm too old.
No, you're not.
Figure it out. I'll figure it out. So I started writing the sequel, Nicole Reloaded. I started writing day before yesterday, and then yesterday I wrote 3 pages.
What?
A lot for me. The sequel to Murder in the Beef Sector.
I knew it. Ooh, okay. What is it? Ooh, okay. Let me be quiet. Tell us.
The title so far is Avatar. So it'll probably change. I think there's a movie called Avatar, some big production, whatever. But that's just the working title. It'll by the end of the story, I'll know it. But I was writing my ass off. So the good thing about writing in the series is that you already have the characters. You already have the locations. You already have background. You already have backstories. So it's much different than starting a new project. So we're going to series, at least a trilogy.
Right. That's what I was thinking because it's so many different parts that your brain can just have an amazing time with that pen and paper.
All you do is log on every day, honey. That's what Netflix is so good at, because now that I've watched all these series on Netflix, binge watch them, it's hard for me to because a movie takes place in 90 minutes. So when they're telling you a series and you got 4 seasons, you can sit there forever watch the show. They have a lot more time to develop their characters and all that kind of stuff. It's the same principle when we're in the series. It's much bigger than just trying to encapsulate it in just one movie. So I like it better than I like movies now.
I really can see it turning into a TV, like a series or something. I really, really can see that. I really can. Mm-hmm.
It's available, people. It's available, honey. But I do like writing, so it's good. If I become famous or not, it's still good to write. It's a good hobby. It's just good to create something and finish it, I think. So I missed it. I didn't write for 3.5 years. Or if you have to fall asleep with the TV, set the sleep timer so it turns off at some point. Okay. If you are having sleep issues, it's best to avoid pharmaceuticals. Those have adverse effects. Okay. Yeah, the main thing is that you just don't want to be sleepy the whole next day. Mess your whole next day up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the time you start feeling good, it's time to go to bed again.
Yep, and drowsy.
Right. Well, in retirement life, you always have the option of just taking a nap, though. You can go and just lay down somewhere.
Yeah. My dad hates I'm taking a nap right now. What you want? I said, Daddy, since you done got older, you mean. He like, no, I just don't have time to waste. I'll pray for you. And then he get off the phone.
I just don't have time to waste, baby. That's right.
Yeah, that's what he said.
You speak your mind.
Mm-hmm. He said 71, you know that you don't have time to waste. Yes, my father's 71.
Your 70, Lord, your father is my age. Well, he's older than me, but
no, he's older than you. Mm-hmm.
Not by that much though. What, 8 years?
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
He said though that's like dog years though. He said he wished he was in his 60s.
Right. When they get in this, they wish they were 60 again. When they're 60, it was 50 again. When they're 50, they say, "Oh, when I was 40,
Yeah.
Still holding on, baby.
Yeah.
I'm just grateful to be here. You could take, okay. I didn't see nothing else going on today. Nicole Reloaded. Do you know?
I'm excited about this book.
Well, have you read it? You got to read it, girl.
I haven't gotten my copy yet.
What?
I've heard it over. Yeah, it hasn't came. It hasn't came yet.
Oh, everybody else got theirs.
Mm-mm.
You didn't get the copy?
My dad checked the mail. He said no, it's not there yet. But I've been having issues with the mail and stuff, so I don't know if they circulate to my old address or something fishy going on. So I'll recheck again. The mail don't come until tomorrow until 3 o'clock. So,
Yeah,
but
it did say it was going to be delivered. Okay,
yeah.
permission to read your. Oh, somebody wants permission to read the book. Okay, we'll deal with that. Yeah. Okay. Well, still, I put it in the mail. If it don't come, just let me know and I'll send in another one. Are you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me know. Let me know if it doesn't come. I'll send you another one.
Oh, okay.
It's not a big. I had a whole drawer full of them here. I don't know why I order so many, but I always feel like the writer should have books.
Right. Yeah.
Books. Right. It's terrible when they ask you for your book, you ain't got none.
Yeah. My auntie wrote a book. I can't think of the name of it right now. She would probably kill me if she heard me say that. But about her testimony in deliverance from addiction.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a very powerful story.
Yeah, it's very. I think the word is cathartic.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Yeah. Write your story
Yeah.
down. Live person, then you're right.
Very
People,
healing.
they
Very
retire,
healing.
when they retire and they get, they kind of withdraw from the regular work grind. Then a lot of times they'll write their memoir, write their life story. Right. So some people say, well, I'm not famous. Why is somebody going to read my book? No, my book is about a meth monster, honey. It sold a lot of copies. I ain't famous. I ain't made no movie shot. The issue is the drugs. So there's all kinds of things in the real world that are interesting as well. It's not all about being a celebrity. Celebrities, of course, they all do their biographies. Many times theirs will get turned into movies and so forth. But every person's life is valuable. It's just their experience.
Well, I got a couple of questions for you. That's going on in the news. What do
Okay.
you think about Brian Laundrie's remains possibly being found and the parents finding it? They said it was the FBI, but it's the parents. The dad is the one that took the backpack. Are you aware about that? The Gabby
Yeah,
case?
I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't he be dead? I mean, all he can face is life in prison, right? So I guess both of them had mental issues. She was such a pretty girl too.
Yeah.
But he killed her, and then he killed himself, I believe.
That's what I think happened too.
They found his property, and then they found his body bones near him.
Well, they have to wait for the coroner to confirm that it's his body, but the attorney said that it's most likely it's his skeletor. So
Right.
partial of his skeletor.
Right. Yeah, they would have found him if he wasn't dead. Unless he killed somebody else and then faked it.
Oh Lord.
I watch a lot of fiction, honey. Right.
Right. Them parents is something. The parents is something else. I don't know. They just give me off something about it. Just ain't adding up with them. I think
they're her parents.
His parents, the Laundries. Something's just. I don't know. Just doesn't add up.
They covered up for him. It's their son, so.
Yeah.
They probably lied and hid him for a while and helped him and all that kind of stuff. What else are you gonna do? It's your child,
That's true.
You know he's guilty. The family always comes to support their kids. Most families, So you're forced to lie, or you want to believe something else. It's pretty obvious what happened. But I haven't really followed the story. There's so many. I mean, it's one missing girl, but look at all these black people missing all the time. They cover it for one day, but then one girl missing, then it's got to be in top of the news for a month. So there's so many stories, honey.
Well, she had the complexion for the protection.
Huh?
She had the complexion for the protection.
I guess.
I mean,
Not
that's
with
just
him.
it.
Not
Just
with
is
him.
what it is.
Not with him. They all even have. They had pulled them over for fighting already. She was in danger the whole damn time then.
Mm-hmm.
Out there with a
And
leash.
that officer, if he would have took her to, if he would have took her in and stuff like that, it would have been completely different. It's like that officer had something, but he got reprimanded for that, and he was like, "How can a blonde, she's small, a blonde, blue-eyed girl, a judge is going to look at her like, what are you doing?" I know the parents have to be like, "Oh my God," if they would have just took, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
went along with the charges or whatever, she would be alive.
Right. Took him into custody.
Mm-hmm.
Or if she felt like she was in danger, maybe she didn't feel like she was in danger yet. They just fought. But she could have just told the police, "No, take me. I ain't got to blink. Take me away from him. He's dangerous."
She was so scared. Poor
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
she
so
probably
sad.
felt like they were going to patch it up, maybe. I don't know. They weren't married, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that her
Mm-mm.
fiance?
Yeah, they weren't married, and he was into some dark stuff. I'm trying to put together some stuff because I've been following it, and
Uh-huh.
it's kind of hard sometimes, like for the brain, Uncle Timothy, when you watching these real stories about people really passing and reading like autopsies, and you know what I'm saying. All it's just it becomes overwhelming. You have to protect your brain and your spirit,
Right,
you
right.
know. So I
Yeah, that's
think I
why I don't
became a little
do
bit too
stories.
overwhelmed, too
Yeah, I
much
don't
death.
follow too many stories anymore like that because it is very time consuming and you want to get it right, right? So you want
Right.
to get all
Mm-hmm.
the background and all this kind of stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
I think the last story I covered like that about crime was Jesse Smollett, just because I was a fan of his and I thought the story was interesting. But it's got to be interesting to me for some reason, you know.
Do you watch The View?
No,
Oh, okay. You know Megan McCain quit and left The View.
oh, I didn't know that.
She done wrote her some book, and have the audios, I guess, of what went on. So I guess they're trying to make it seem, well, she was getting dragged and stuff, but
Right,
her leaving the show basically because of her views and being a Republican and stuff like that, how she was really, really harshly attacked and how it had a psychological effect on her. And they keep panning the camera into Whoopi Goldberg. So I don't know if they trying to drag Whoopi Goldberg dreads up out her head and ruin her career, but it
right,
seems like there's some rumblings of that going on.
right, right. Well, yeah, I'm sure there's stories to be told. When you're mixing all these women together, there's bound to be issues, even with all,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Yeah, but I don't watch them. Every once in a while, if it's a very interesting story, then something I'm interested in, then I'll watch. I haven't been when Trump got out of office. I stopped watching the news. Isn't there something?
A
'Cause
lot of people
I
did.
used to sit up for hours. I used to sit up there for hours just hollering and screaming at the goddamn TV. But as long as he was gone, I was through. Now, it pains me to think that they would actually put him back in office. That's just crazy as hell to me. But Biden, I barely watch. I mean, I trust that
Because he barely.
he's
I
not
would be
bursting with
quiet.
personality. You're right. Trump was an obnoxious asshole, so he was fun to watch. He's like a Jay Wilson. Trump,
Wait a minute. Did you just slip and say that it's fun to watch Jay Wilson?
oh, I like when people cuss him out. I was disappointed today when as soon as the man was cussing his ass out real good, he blocked him like he always does.
Who? Who was cussing him out?
That guy, his name Brian. He spells his name with 4 eyes.
Oh, Brian.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like his channel.
He was cussing the fuck out of Jay Wilson, and then of course when as soon as he started talking about the situation with the Treecey-Gate, he blocked him. Right in mid
What?
same thing he does to
What?
everybody. Same thing he does to Brianna. Same thing he does to that old folks TV or grown folks TV.
Uh-huh.
Everybody. I mean, they raise their voice and he just talks over them. He just feels like his opinions are so important that people can't talk. We want to hear what they have to say. But he let him cuss
Right.
out the guy was cussing out everybody. And as soon as he got to that thing with Treecey, because Jay Wilson refuses to take responsibility for it. Oh, it was messy. I'd say it was messy. It wasn't doxing, girl. Why don't you just
Yes,
admit when you're wrong and move the fuck on, honey?
Mm-hmm.
He never
Yep.
will. She says she likes him for real, so I don't know. But yeah, I like when people cuss him out. When they're in the chat and they're saying these horrible things to him, oh, it's so much fun. You answer the question, motherfucker. Excuse me. That's the part I like. He ought to have a show. He ought to have a show where they just let the chat just come in there and not his fans or his friends, but other people. Let them come in there and challenge him. Mm-hmm. That would be the show. I'll watch that.
Yeah, that would be the day.
Right. Yeah, he gets rid of them fast, honey.
Mm-hmm. He gets in the mood every now and again, but you know the people would love to see you and him debate.
I asked him to come on.
I know.
Why am I gonna come to him for girl? I'm gonna tell you about yourself. You can tell me what you want to tell me. I went to prison. I mean, you've said it 2,400 times. Okay, and let me tell you what I think about you. And what pisses me off in Atlanta, he told me, "Oh, what about me you don't like?" He couldn't accept it when I said pretty much everything about you. I just don't like you, honey. I don't like anything about you, Jay Wilson. I don't like your arrogance. I don't like your classism. I don't like all this goddamn never-ending bragging. I don't like the way you constantly have to find a way to put somebody else down. I don't like people who are constantly speaking down to people who are in the struggle. I care more about the person in the struggle than your ass, right? Because I was never a square, you know. All black. Some of us are just players, honey, for lack of a better word. Right. So we never really fit into the system. So the system were really basically always our enemies. And so he tried to always come and try to put something over somebody. It just pisses me off. You know? So we'll never be on the same accord. He started off by kissing my ass. First he said he was praying for me. I don't think he was praying for me. I think he was clout chasing. Then he started putting me in every one of his goddamn videos. And he still watches it. He's watching this. He's always in the bushes. But then he can't even say that he watches people. But yet, you know, every single thing comes out of their mouth. How's that even possible?
It's not.
I don't watch. He don't want nobody else to watch nobody else but him, right? He's harming them by saying that he don't watch.
Nobody actually believes that. You know that, right?
I mean, he knows every syllable that comes out of everybody's mouth. I don't know how he has time to go and work. We'll see. Anyway, we've been on for an hour and a half. Okay. All right, Nicole, it's nice to talk to you again.
Always. I'll be here, Uncle Tim, by the grace of God. There I go.
Okay, hopefully you'll book from today or tomorrow. Check with your dad.
Okay, I will. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Bye, people. See y'all later. We'll see you over the weekend, I'm sure.